You're going to need is to collect the supplies for making the lighters. Of course, you're going to need a lighter. You can use a Bic, you can use a regular lighter. It's up to you, but I prefer to use the Bic because I like the way they come out looking better. You're going to need some Mod Podge. People say I say it wrong, doesn't matter. You're going to need a spongy brush here, and you're going to need some scissors. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is some images. These are regular computer images that I printed off from the computer, and like I said, they're just paper images. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this image to put on my lighter. It doesn't matter if it's a stand-up image or however whatever picture you want to use, it'll turn out right. So let's get started. We're going to move this out the way. Those are images that's not being used. We're going to take our lighter. And first thing you're going to do is take your image and put it on your lighter like this. To kind of line it up and see how much you need to cut. So we got it looking like this. Okay, what you're gonna do now, if you have a border at the top of your image, which you probably will, and by the way, these are wallet size images, you're gonna want to cut that off. Okay, so now it should look like this. You're gonna do the same thing. You're going to stick your lighter, your image on your lighter so it looks like this, and then you're going to do a quick little tight roll on it to kind of, once again, like I said, see where you need to cut out, see is it fitting properly, everything, and it look like it is. This is going to be still on the image. If you don't want that, then you will want to cut the bottom instead of the top, but to me it doesn't matter. So now what I'm going to do now is the back of this here is lined up with this. I'm going to fold where I need to cut at. So I have it folded right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off now and cut it. Okay. And you're going to fit it again to make sure you didn't cut off too much or need to cut off more. So it's going to look like this. So your lighter is turning out looking like that, and I'll show you how to take care of the extra bottom down here in a minute. Next thing you're going to do is, if I didn't mention it, you're going to need some Elmer's glue. Try to put as much glue as possible on there, not so it's sticky and bumpy, because it will show through your work, but enough. And it doesn't matter which one. You can use the clear one, you can use the white one, you can use the purple one. I think they have a green one. It doesn't matter, just as long as it's Elmer's glue. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and place our image on a lighter like this. So it looks like this and look like that in the back. If you're trying to mainly get the face or the main image that you're using, then you're going to want to go ahead and fold it this way. Take majority of your paper and fold that in first. No, sorry. You're going to want to do it this way because there's a line here and you're trying to cover that line. Okay, let's see what we have here now. There, now you have your lighter, and what you're going to do now is just make sure that it's very tight. I mean, don't pull it so it's going to rip, but make sure it's tight, that there's no bubbles left in it. So all you have to do is kind of just continuously push down on the lighter as you pull the paper over to stick, and you should have a smooth lighter. Next, what you're going to do now is to get the bottom half off, you're going to just take your scissors and just cut along the edges. Don't cut too much at one time because you'll ruin your lighter by cutting too much off. So you're going to just cut like this, kind of like trimming it up, in other words. And it looks like that now. And if it still have more, go back and do the same thing until you finally get to what you think looks satisfying to you. Okay? All right, so now we have our lighter, and our lighter is almost complete. Next thing you're gonna need is go ahead and get your Mod Podge and your brush. You want to go ahead and take it and paint your image with it. Not a lot, but enough to have to cover the paper.